name is Erica Carlson. I am from the Chicagoland area in the USA, and I am the head principal at WYIS.
My name's Tom Williams. I am the secondary principal at WYIS. This is my 4th year in China.
My name is Latasha Carter. I'm from Texas, Austin, Texas, and I am the elementary principal.
So my first university I went to straight out of school was in university in Leeds, where I studied for my secondary physical education with my qualified teacher status with my full British teaching license. 18 months ago or so, I enrolled on the master's program in leadership and administration out of Trinity Western University in Canada.
I have an undergraduate degree from the University of Missouri Columbia in English language arts education and also in Spanish. I have a master's degree from Indiana Wesleyan in education focused in curriculum and instruction, and then working now on my doctorate degree from the University of West Georgia, and that is a focus on school improvement with an emphasis in educational leadership.
My first degree is in psychology from University of Texas, San Antonio, and then I went off to get my master's in public administration with a focus in nonprofit, and that was from Bellevue University in Nebraska. And then I went on to get my PhD or my EDD from Mary Hardin Baylor with educational leadership background.
Well, I came to China as a young teacher. I had 6 months right out of university, and I was bursting with excitement, ready to go abroad. I had never been to Asia, and I had a friend that was working at one of our sister schools, so she said, I must come over, maybe for 10 days, go and see the Great Wall. And then she called again and she said, no, you should apply. Come for 2 years. You can do anything for 2 years. And came over to China for the first time in 2007.
My wife and I were really sensing an adventure and a real calling to come out and work in an international environment. We, obviously within our marriage, my wife being Canadian, myself being British, we kind of are internationally appropriate couple in lots of different ways. So to come and be amongst kids and serve kids who also are very global in their mindset and in their outlook was really, really helpful.
Taught for 10 years. I was a student at the time as well, and so I just graduated in May, finishing up my educational leadership degree. And I was also over a program called Greatness in Girls that I started, and it is a leadership program for girls middle school through high school. I really have a desire to equip every single teacher or empower every single teacher to kind of reach their best potential under me at this point, you know, so really kind of stretch them out of their comfort zone and just encourage them and empower them however I can be supportive of other programs or, you know, what was laid before I got here, really try to help build and strengthen that as well. So that's my goal, is really not to come in and just like, let's change everything, like, because I don't know it all and I'm learning a lot. But where can I be the most effective? How can I help people grow? How can I help people develop? How can I develop as a leader? Like that's it. That's my goal.
One of the things that we're looking at as a school is looking at how we use art, science, technology, engineering, and math. And there's a lot of movement in international schools around the world, but also as we look at what different companies are asking for or what university programs are starting, just different fields that students would have the potential to explore. And there's a lot that K-12 schools can do to prepare students to go into university programs or to enter certain careers. And as we look at how the world is changing, seeing how our school can change as well.
I'm really keen to make sure that some of the structures that we have in place within secondary are tightened up and very clear and communicated with parents and with students and also with our staff. So everybody is fully aware of kind of the expectations of what a WYIS secondary student would look like, and trying to really make sure that we work collaboratively as these different stakeholders to ensure that our students leave as well-rounded individuals who are ready to move into the next phase of their life, not only academically but also socially and and have the skills to be successful in their next transition.
It's the school's 15th year anniversary, so that's exciting. And since this is year 12, I've seen quite a bit of the school's development. So I think sharing some of those stories, reconnecting with some of the people who really laid the foundation in the early years, and looking forward to what the school could be in the future.
Personally, I want to get out and venture and do things and learn, and really learn the language. I want to learn the language. I want to learn it, and I want to be able to have real conversations.
Well, I still love exploring Wuhan City, and because it is changing all the time. There's always new restaurants. Oh, let's hop on the subway and see what this new stop will show us. So I might grab a group of friends and we might go out and try a new place. Otherwise, if I'm at home, I have 2 cats, so they're very sweet. So sometimes I might just curl up and watch a movie, try something, maybe a new recipe. I enjoy cooking, so I might look up something that I've tried here. Perhaps I'll try to recreate a Chinese dish and see if that's successful, or invite some friends over to play some games.
CrossFit. So I'm getting really involved in that, and I love it. And now I've been actually exploring a lot. So I do a lot of walking and looking at restaurants and finding little gyms and places that excite me.
A lot of my free time spent in the WYIS CrossFit box. I spend a lot of time working out with my family and with my friends in that environment. Really enjoy a good cup of coffee, as if you ever come over to my house, I have about 7 different ways of brewing coffee, which is fun. And also just a really good movie. I really enjoy family time and just chilling and watching different things.
I can't foresee what will happen in the future, but right now I feel really good. It's been a great transition.